Practicing English. Today, answer is question. No. 10 question for conversation about frequency for 132. One question. What do you know about the 432 frequency and why is the often called the higher frequency? The 1432 frequency is often described as a natural tonic that resonates with the vibration of the Earth's natural event, the human body. Many people calling the heavenly frequency because the belief in the calming effect reduces stress and restores balance that means the body unlike the instead the 1400 for 1400 430 no yeah. Entonces use the more needed, espérate, vamos a ver. 440. Tony uses the more the music 432. It's towards upward and more harmony, some research and music hands can promote relaxation and emotional stability. 2. How do listening to music Tony to 432 make you feel compared to the standard 40 for the 414? When I listen to music at 432, I often notice it's slightly different and how the body reacts. The music feels the less or the more natural and most like the blends better with the brightening are at 14 music and sound final sound in the field more tense and the potion. The difference is not dramatic for everyone, but for scientific listening for 132 can create a deeper sense of the peace, emotional connection. For example, when I meditate or stress, I think for 32 and making the eyes of the stay, kind of the focus. 3. Some people say 4032 resonate better with natural vibration of the universe. Do you agree with that idea? Why or not? I think that idea fascinating. There are theories that universe has natural rhythm or vibration. Some style how the soma resonate with its close to if you multiply that frequency, it and the musical scale connect closely with 4032. So it's the sense for 32 can be more aligned with universal harmony wherever it is significantly toward the more or spiritual belief. I personally like concept because the kind of music, not really the cosmos, and the not idea. 4. Do you think music Tony 4032, 132, how did prepare you concentrate meditation or sleep? Yes, I believe so many people use it 432 music for medication. The meditation saying before going to sleep because the feel is model like aggressive and standard music when the me exports or the off production. It easy to let rest and trust and then more relaxed state. Personally, when the play 4032 background music while staying or working, the feel stress and more focused for sleep. Flow ambient sound that 4032 can help the brain to sound down, the prepare for deep breaths. What are different? People notice the mood emotion when listening to 4032 music. The most common different the feeling the calmness, emotion, relaxed for something that how some people describe it a feeling like musical advance. For example, someone that answers to my notice it on a hard slow without muscle or relaxing or even sounding, and they go for out the report feeling more connect to your emotion, almost like 1432 come long, hide the feeling allow that process thing healthy way. uh, seek to YouTube the frequency of sound that truly affect human health or seek more physically affect. I think it's mixed up both on the on side while with our physical production and it can influence our nervous system brain deposits even her resting in the males okay hydro physical and in the other side or presentation of beliefs Sunday also plays a good role. Someone believes that 4022 highlighting the brain, the amplifies the relaxing effects throughout the placebo effect or the way wherever significance physically the rationale is positive. It's can improve someone health. 7. Have you ever experienced situation where your music changes your state of the mean almost instantly? Yes, definitely. There had been a stable so when stressed, upset, or think about a piece of music. Some died at 432. Well, no, not. Sorry. At 432, sometimes I just favorite song and my mood safeness more definitely is credible. How certain frequency can make it feel analyzed while other counted you down. For example, a daily for workout headband music motivates battery meditation. So 432 tones bring the inner peace that instinctive transformation shows how powerful song really is. Hey, what do you think? What do you think? 414 become the global standard step of the 4032. He established the policy of 14. The global toning standard was more and more confusing its policy since it in 1939 international conference recommenders at the 414 and standard eventually most countries adopted its sound transferring theory. So he tapped 1440 but causing the great mortality and stress and anxiety, but may reason parallelly just originality musical neglect global pitch to make collaboration effort on the fundamental taps mean 40, 32 cut and less the even talks mean artists still prefer it. Now, do you believe frequencies like 432 can be natural for of therapy, stress, or anxiety? Yes, I believe they can. Some therapy already use the minimal whole life. Practice, for example, timing down, sending wall, Christian wall, and guns are often taught the specific frequencies to balance energy and emotion. The 432 fits personally in this idea because it has calming, harmonious quality. People who suffer from stress and anxiety might benefit from listening to 432 daily amount like taking natural medicine without side effect. Saying is Sensei Period Tab 432 truly how the prepper is. How did you think about change the music industry? It's about complete transformation. The industry imagine is started so with tab for 2022 reduce stress level fluid pressure it's improve metal how musical produce AB doctor might start providing music instead frequency streaming platform come had a special 432 playlist for relaxation or therapy concert festival concept to 4022 Stone creating more positive experiences for the audience it's well through the line between the immediate side and turning music into recognized side for the handling Psygnosis, Psygnosis, tap the 400 no the 432 frequency, often called the Hamlet frequency, because many people believe is resonate more natural with the vibration that after the human body and even the universal cell compared to a standard 414 tuning for 32. It's often warning is after expressing a more common listening frequency report that with the health and relapse sleep better, concentrate or even meditate more deeply. Some theories suggest that 432 is mathematically aligned with universal vibrations such as sound relaxed, which gives especially connection to natural harmony. While evidence is still that bad emotional and physical effect are the real for many people. Some feel their most shape stimuli when listening to screen is the musical messenger that reduces stress and help them progress emotion. Thus, 414 become the global standard many for practical reaction for 432 continues to attract attention from musical and listening will value the high quality where every effect the musical, physical or mix both the cleaner sound frequency and influences human health emotion. Its efficacy were a confirmed Hamlet potential or 432. It's called revolutionizing the music industry with my the say artist therapy or even musical professional input comparison for frequency into the work creating work where music is not only entertainment but also natural for or therapy. One moment please. I drink water. Yeah, continue. Wow. Um, Expanded hypnosis. No, expand the question one and two. First question: what do you know about the 432 frequency and why it's often called the bandless frequency? The 432 frequency often described as something beyond just musical tone. It's the sense of connection between. So, not really the human well-being, people call it the heavenly frequency because it believes that resonate with the natural production of the Earth in the universe. So for example, the Earth's heartbeat is now the sun number knows it's about it's a multiple call it a frequency up in the higher octaves to so closely connect with 432 in a way many say that musical tone to 432 help more the harmony with natural itself. History, some famous composers like Mozart and Verdi are said to have preferred for 32 that sounded because that sounded more natural than the placing into ears. Verdi ever recommended that Austria that tuned the instrument to 40 at the 4000, not 432 instead, which became the more span the answer the mixture recovery for 432 the sound special is when people listening that they already feeling the speed reduce and nicety the every physical relaxation like the musical therapy. It's why it's become the popular the medication yoga and the soul some of the practices why since it's just not fully proven in the highly powerful and the experiencing the listener all around the world making instrument socket or inspiration. Stu, how does listening to music tone it to 40, 132 make it you feel compared standard for 140? The difference between 432 and 432 14 might seem small, only a circle, the second of many listener notice around control the whole the body, tone in the feel emotionally, physical music at 132 often disagree as smoother and one small like the flow with body reading the construct that 400 14 sounded cyber breakdown sometimes more talented. For example, when listening to piano music tuned to 422, the doubted feel like the sound entertain, relax, the wide, the 440 creating more mental simulation, which might be good for a focus energy, but less is ideal for relaxation when while the 432 sound encourage balance emotion deep the aiming meditative state. It's like different between drinking strong black coffee, 4,000, 414 versus calming herbal tea at 432 about the relaxed experience that they affect your body the most every different way. It's simple and that some people cannot know difference in only but after depending its time with both towns they often start preferring for 432 the for activities like standing meditating or winding down at night. 3. Some people say 432 resonate better with natural vibration of the universe. Do I agree with the idea why or not? I think this idea fascinating because it's kind of music with sounding much bigger than also the universe is full of reaction from the smallest stone, the moment, the planet, many spiritual tradition believes that everything has frequency and when you tone it right, one of the field I remember with life. So scientific upon that some random says the natural electromagnetic frequency is between around 783. If you stay the number and keep stumbling it's into a higher octaves you get every closer to 432 three credit stop 432 it's the harmony with earth energy people will agree it's often say that when the listening into 432 feel more grounded, balanced, and connected naturally. On the other hand, skipping the arguments that can just be philosophically effects that say on the subtlety that feel calming for the main person might not feel the same for another, but saving it's the sense it's not the 100 proven the personal experience are powerful and knows that they silver the frequency to help people to feel better, calmer, and more connected to life. Is that about by every reaction and universal renaissance is just way brain respond to do. For what do you think music stone if to 432 call interview concentration meditation or sleep? Yes, strongly believe it can hear why music always when music influences mood and mental state. For example, section for 32 preview and more than distraction. So every moment I doesn't feel stance for 14 and music while reading the standing and notices that get rhetoric more accurate step down for meditation 432 sound the perfect companion is natural calming tone encourage slower breaking and deeper state in relaxation and many people just it for 22 sound instrumentalized timid and float in the flow under the song diary meditation the can report through light they enter deeper state or meaningful faster for sleep for 32 music often just the flips played in YouTube and Spotify because it's relaxed quality how the body I mean preparatory reps. Some people even claim that they ask for faster experiences favorite test word during the night. Personally I think the light natural is flipping again no side effect that just simply the gain in the body into reps. Yeah, 5. what are the different people notice? It's more emotional listening to 432 music. Many listening to rely noticeable shift in emotional state when listening to 432 compared to 414. One of the more common response is sensing the command. For example, someone will feel annexing might notice it to repeating the flow is so there's solid rap and the overall attention reduced after just a few minutes of listening. It's more light about the recognizing the sound inside the left of stress. Another difference, most of the lectures, some people say they stay for 432 music can make them feel they feel more connected or emotional more than like opposite authority hesitate might cry more easily how the most intensely I've been recall or memories that it doesn't have the progress emotion that were high the pain that been to serve of the report and the harmony or tunicate of with the tense alphabet with the every moment around the for example less than to 432 while walking out we often feel the light the music playing the song between and whether we come from music of 14 that something felt a little cycle a little way with natural surrounder. 6. Do you think frequency I sound can truly affect human health? Is 6 more the physical effect? I think about physical from physical perfectly sound the reaction after matter are burnings and mostly by the responders. So by the experience it like semantic word reaction creative partners as in water, some the frequency that literally shape the matter. It's what the cell responsive reaction. There's some frequencies like 4032 called recognicity influences about it, the cellular level calming the nervous system, the support the action for physical respective and the some affect representation, the some beliefs for 32 helping the brain and proceed its benefit through the pleasure effect about placebo is not faith, it's the main ability created, change it about the bias of the belief that means it's the part after effect, the physical is powerful, able. Personally, I think elements that work together the physical production produce the real physical effect while and main presentation enhance it. It's like common science and relief, for example, where to lifting to 4032, the 40, 132 after several day, a nervous system lacks physical but at the same time that tells you the music help me the physical the together to create a stronger result. 7. 7. Have you ever experienced a situation where listening or the music change the state of at the most instantly? Yes, and definitely. I think the most people have to experience it without ever realizing it. The music has unique, powerful to shift emotion. The just second, for example, they ever has been inside of that felt stress, ever angry, but moment, but soft piano music and 4032 and the most started to count down in them only the feel like on watching every intention amount like taking the big rep that mean another example a direct workout to lifting high energy usually toned to 414 in instantly both the motivation the made pause harder but when it's still do for 132 after training, especially ambient instrument music, they have the cool tone, the so breaking the feel, gratitude is low, the different frequency in the style, a song the commute and emotional stay and outdoor so quickly in the metal and the music remote control the four brains helping the child well with one energy space focus and joy. 8. What do you think for 114 because become the global standard instead of the 422? The theory of the 414 become the standard it was practically a little mystery of history wherever a single people just across the world different countries even different or territories including different type of Confucian International Conference in 1939 recommended for 114 had standard and eventually become fuselage and control the 1900 fighting the reaction to harm humanity the music and then the global development the standard instrument the performance were much better they play together however there are rhetoric that for totally positive reactions or conspiratory claim the for 114 creating more tensional and negative in human beings, making population control while 432 promote harmony, balance, authority is a debate fully previous theorem of our conversation about why for 132 was posed outside for natural perspective. I think adoption for 414 was manually opposed stand action the government side and nicely hide the agenda, but at the same time it's necessary step were thoughts with 432 frequency that many people think the more natural have the many was massive opportunity or maybe it's something the humanity is slowly to recovery note.